Hey all, this is Jody Corrington, your Chalk Couture independent designer, and today I'm going to show you another project, this one using a shadow box. These have been pretty popular the last couple years, a lot of people making paper flowers and a lot of other things inside. What I'm going to do is decorate the inside, and then we're going to put a saying on the glass. So let's get started. First, I'm going to do the inside insert. Any of you like buffalo plaid? No, I'm sure there's nobody out there that likes buffalo plaid. It's only one of the most popular patterns going, but no, I'm sure there's nobody there that does. Anyway, that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to use the buffalo plaid. It actually comes on a really big sheet. I don't know if you can tell how much, yeah, it would be that whole plastic thing. And this one I cut so it would be easier for me to handle because I'm still pretty new at this. And I don't do a lot of really huge projects yet. Now, when you're chalking on paper, you do want to make sure that you put wax on your paper. I know that sounds strange, but it is. I waxed it and then I buffed it off after it dried. And then you do want to fuzz your transfer really well. And this is the first time this piece has been used, so I want to make sure I fuzz it pretty well. Let me get that out of the way. I tried to pick some colors that I thought would sort of match our little shadow box. This should be good. The nice thing about the buffalo plaid, there's a lot of open area. So sticking shouldn't be too much of a problem. And now I am going to try to get it somewhat straight. And some things it doesn't matter, other things it would make a pretty big difference. That should be, nope. See, it came right off, not a problem. Let me try it this way. We'll use a corner as a registration mark. The paper I'm using, for no particular reason, is cold press watercolor. I wanted something a little more substantial than just computer paper. I could use that though. I've seen it done on brown paper. I've seen this done on a lot of different things. Now, because there's a lot of open area, I am pressing it down, but there is a distressed look to buffalo plaid anyway. So, not too concerned. All right, so the color I chose for the plaid itself is called Camel. I think it's a really pretty color. Again, you stir it a little bit. Well, you can stir it a lot. It's whatever you need to do to get the texture that you need. Remember, if it's a little too thick, you can just add a squirt or two of distilled water, mix that in. If it's not good enough, put some more distilled water in there. The chalk paste is made from natural products, so you want to use distilled water so as not to introduce anything that's going to contaminate the chalk. It's probably more than I need, but paper is rather porous, so we'll see. So I just placed down my chalk, and I'm going to make nice, even, I don't care if it goes through, nice, even strokes to cover the area of the transfer that is over the paper. Oh, this is going on so nice, like butter, just like butter. All right. Right, almost there. Go down a little bit more. I think we're good. Now what I want to do is get the excess off, and you put it back in your container to use again. It is really almost surprising how far chalk goes and how long you can use it. I'm going to get this just out of the way. It'll go on my little paper underneath. Just want to make sure I don't have any lines. Even though this is going to be down low in the box. I'm sorry if my hand was in your way that whole time. My apologies. All right, that should be good. Put that in water. Cover this up. And we will peel and reveal. How's that for buffalo plaid? I love it. I actually really like this color too, but I love the way the design is. Obviously I had a little bubble there. I don't care. I'm going to dry it just a little bit because I have it going end to end, so I want to make sure I can pick it up without causing any major problems. And because I know this is your favorite part, watching paste dry. So just a little bit and we're good. Okay, so we'll put this off to the side and let me wipe up a little bit of mess. It was already dry on here. Of course, I'm sure the craft dryer had a little to do with that. All right, now, it's kind of silly of me to put that up there. Now we're good. We'll put that here. You can still see it. Here we have either glass or plexiglass. It's got the hangers on the back, so the only thing I really need to care about is how I put the design on. And I think I'm going to have these go down, make sure I get a nice flat surface. There. I did try to clean off the top. Now again, when you're putting it on glass, you want to fuzz pretty well. You're not going to wax it because that wouldn't look very good on glass. But you do want to fuzz it because you want to be able to get it off. Now, one thing I had already figured out about this is the design area is just right, but the actual transfer is going to go over. And I'll show you another benefit to the materials that they use. And it should be a little bit easier to get off because of this as well. That's pretty well fuzzed. Again, you don't have to have one of the fancy Chalk Couture fuzzing cloths, although you do have a drying area on this side and a fuzzing cloth on this side. You can use anything. I could use my shirt. I want to make sure, well, I'll check it in a minute. So I want to line this up fairly straight. I actually wouldn't mind if it was offset a little bit. But, all right, it's got to come down a little bit. What'll be nice is, yeah, that I can just press this down in here. I'll make sure I get a good seal. But see, it doesn't matter that the outside is a little bit bigger than my area. It's not a problem. I can just kind of fold it in there. It'll help hold it. Again, I want to make sure that I don't have any bubbles. There was one. You could hear it. And that I get the transfer down well. I feel like there is one there. But I do want to get a nice image, a nice transfer. Make sure that I have this down. This says live in the moment. And for those of you that have watched some of these other videos, I know you're going to be just shocked that I decided to use a shimmer paste. But they're my favorite. I can't help it. This is Shimmer Harvest. So this is what we're doing. Live in the moment. I'm sorry if you get a lot of glare on there. And again, I'm going to do this the same way. I actually used a transfer on my kitchen window. I have a, I guess you call it a storm door, even though it's in Alabama, and it's all glass. And I put some red chickens on there. If I get tired of it, same as with this, if I get tired of it, I can just put water on it, scrape it off. Same for this. If I get tired of it, put water on it, scrape it off. Oh, I put way too much paste in. That's all right. Oh, I love this shimmer. I'm going to already go ahead and put some excess back in the jar. Don't want to waste any of my shimmer. I'm sorry, but I have to turn this one around so I can make sure I get good coverage here. Again, when you press, you need to press just enough to get it through the silk screen, but not so much that you're squishing it under everything. It's not brain surgery. It doesn't really take a lot of figuring out. Got one little area here that needs some help, and then we'll have it. Gosh, I love this color and I love the glitter. Excuse me, glimmer with an M. Although, if you wanted glitter, you can put down paste and then put down some glitter. And then after the whole thing dries, you can just use like canned air, but not squeeze too hard to get the excess glitter off. I've seen that too. It's really pretty. All right, now we're going to very carefully, very slowly do our peel and reveal. Usually I do this towards you so you get to see it first. Not this time. Not this time. I got to go first. I love this. I love this. What do you think? See the glitter? Glimmer? I keep wanting to say glitter. I think this is going to be really pretty. I'm going to go ahead, again, your favorite part. Let's watch paste dry. It does, as I said, if you leave it alone, it dries really quickly anyway, but because I want to go ahead and put the insert back, I don't want to mess it up. So I want to make sure that it's at least partly dry, mostly dry. This would be a nice wedding gift even. You could put their invitation in the back, or their announcement in the back, and then do something really pretty in the words, something very, I don't know, inspirational. Okay. And I have to put these back up. I still don't want to touch the top yet, even though it probably is completely dry. Back in. Here we go. Just making sure. Wasn't sure if I had it in the right side, but I did. And I really like this. What do you think? Live in the moment. We've got our buffalo plaid in the back. How about that? And it was super quick. And cleanup will be just as quick. So if you'd like some more information, feel free to check out the link in the description. If you're interested in Chalk Couture Club, if you're interested in becoming a designer, drop me a message and I'll be happy to get right back to you. And I want to thank you very much again for watching. Bye.